Okay, we're going to be looking at test number 2, second half, problem number 5. A 28 kilogram child, initially at rest, slides down a water slide from a height 3 meters above the bottom of the slide. If her speed at the bottom of the slide is 5 meters per second, how much work was done by friction? Alright, so we're after how much work was done by friction. Once again, to get the best out of these problems, whenever I ask you to calculate or ask a question, pause the video and try to answer it yourself, and then continue with the video. We're going to call the system as the child, earth, and slide. No energy is transferred out of the system, so it is an isolated system. What is the energy equation for an isolated system? Of course, that is that the change in gravitational potential energy plus the change in kinetic energy plus any change in internal energy or the energy of the system is equal to 0. What does the change in energy of system refer to? In this case, it refers to the friction. Let's calculate the change in energy of the system. We have the final gravitational potential minus the initial gravitational potential plus the final kinetic energy minus the initial kinetic energy plus any change in the system energy equal to 0. That, plugging in the numbers, we come up with a minus 823 joules of energy lost in the potential energy and 350 joules gained in the kinetic energy. That means that there was some gain in the system energy, and we've got a deficit of 473 joules. So the gain in system energy was 473 joules. What does the change in system energy refer to? Once again, it is the work of friction, internal work of friction. How could I solve the problem if I took the system as the child, Earth? If I take that as the system, then the frictional work done by the slide is external work. In that case, I have the external work is the change in gravitational potential energy plus the change in kinetic energy, where the work external is the work of friction. And when you solve this, you will get work external as a negative number, negative meaning it pulled work out of the system. End of problem.